Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Fan Sports Radio, where we have our special bracket edition where Nick Newman will be analyzing two out of the four brackets tonight and giving his expert picks. Nick, let's start with the NCAA Midwest region, which features number one seed Kentucky. Run us through that region, please.
Okay, I like Kentucky to beat that 16 seeds there. And then the next matchup, which is the 8-9 Cincinnati and Purdue. I like Purdue just because of Andre Hammond and the gang. And then I have Buffalo beating West Virginia. That's my 5-12 upset right there of the tournament. And then this was a tough pick, but I'm taking Maryland over Valparaiso because Valparaiso, they do have a good record, but their conference schedule is kind of weak.
Okay, and then how do you see the rest of that bracket with like Butler, Texas?
Okay, Butler will beat Texas, I'm saying, because they just always come around during tournament time. And then I got Notre Dame romping Northeastern because of Jerrion Grant. And then I got IU beating Wichita State, actually, with Yogi Ferrell. And then I got Kansas beating New Mexico State, even though they've had some rough tournaments.
Okay. And then how about we go to the Sweet 16 of that particular bracket, the Midwest bracket, then, with the UK and Purdue matchup.
That's the round of 32, but here we go.
Okay.
UK will beat Purdue, I'm saying, and then Maryland will beat Buffalo. I think that might be a good game. And then Notre Dame will give Butler a good matchup. And then I'm taking Kansas by 10 plus over IU. And now we go to the Sweet 16. I have UK versus Maryland, Notre Dame versus Kansas, and I'm taking UK over Maryland because UK's size. And then I have Notre Dame over Kansas because they have that stellar point guard play of Jerrion Grant, and they have Pat Connaughton that can hit the three. So I'm taking them to get to the Elite Eight versus the Kentucky Wildcats. And the winner of that will be the UK Wildcats because of size, and they're just a good team.
Okay, so for out of that region, you've got UK in the Final Four over Notre Dame, which would be a 1-3 seed matchup there for the Midwest region. All right, very good. And now we'll switch down to the West region, where the number one seed is the Wisconsin Badgers. You run us through those first round games and continue on until you get your Final Four team there.
Okay, so far there's not going to be a 116 upset this year, so I'm taking Wisconsin and then Oregon over Oklahoma State, and then I'm taking Arkansas over Wofford. That's going to be a good game, and then I'm taking UNC because they will come around. Roy Williams will have them ready, and then Xavier versus the winner of the Mississippi and BYU. I'm taking the 11 seed, which is Mississippi or BYU. I'm thinking it'll probably be BYU, but we're not sure yet. And then it's going to be Baylor and Georgia State. Some are taking Georgia State, but not me. I'm taking Baylor with Rico Gathers in the gang.
Okay.
And VCU Ohio State, I got the Ohio State Buckeyes with D'Angelo Russell.
The 7-10, and you're taking the 10 seed there, the Buckeyes.
Yep, just
All
like
right.
I did in the top. And then I like Arizona against Texas Southern. That'll be a good match. And so now let's move on to the round of 32. We have Wisconsin and Oregon. I'm taking Wisconsin because I've been on Wisconsin's wagon for a while. And Arkansas and UNC, I like Arkansas just because they have some good play, but they do need to improve a little in the guard game to beat the UNC Tar Heels. And the 11th seed over Baylor, which is I'm taking BYU, but I'm not sure.
So you got the 11 seed, which you are thinking it's going to be BYU. You're going to take them over the 3 seed Baylor Bears.
Yeah, but even if is Ole Miss, I'll take them. You need some upsets in the bracket, so why not? And then we have Ohio State and Arizona. I was iffy on this one, but I'm going to take Arizona, Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
Okay, very good.
And now, the Sweet 16, we have Wisconsin and Arkansas. Wisconsin because of experience. And now we have the 11th seed versus Arizona. I'm taking Arizona just because they'll be tournament ready.
Okay.
And now for the Elite Eight, we have Wisconsin and Arizona. I'm taking Wisconsin. Frank Missy, Ryan Gosser, and the gang. They'll win.
Okay, so you have Wisconsin over Arizona, which would be the 1 and 2 seed playing, and you have Wisconsin in the Final Four. So you have a Final Four matchup of UK and Wisconsin there.
Yeah, I don't,
Okay.
I don't like 1 and 2 matchups because you got to throw in some upsets there. But I mean, that's the way
that's the way those two regions just worked out, though. It looks like. All right, and we'll continue with the East and the South regions. We will have a show on tomorrow night, and we'll discuss the East brackets and the South brackets. We'll see who our expert analyst Nick Newman likes in those brackets, and then we will have our Final Four teams, and we will have Nick take us through the Final Four then tomorrow once we complete the
champion.
other two. Yeah, once we complete the other two brackets, he will select your NCAA champion for this year to be played in Indianapolis. So that completes our special edition of Bracket Breakdown by Nick Newman. And hope you join us tomorrow night for the second edition, and we'll wrap it up tomorrow night. Thanks,
See you
everyone.
tomorrow.